You
This is all balance.
good?
You good? You good?
No, you good, bro? Yeah, you fit in this. Right in the front. I didn't want to interview on the car.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to go ahead and face the east. We're going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching, preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bias Shadabadah, the house of David. All right, this is Mid of Valid Las Vegas camp coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, you are the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of. Salvation belongeth unto you and you alone. All right, no other nation has the opportunity at salvation. Okay? It is only the elect of the nation of Israel who will receive the salvation on this first go-around, receive deliverance from the Heavenly Father, which his name is Yahweh, meaning he is he to be, he exists. All right? He is going to send his only begotten son back. All right? Bahashem in the name, Yahweh Shai, he saves, he delivers, he is salvation. All right? For the nation of Israel. Okay? Who the world ignorantly calls Jebus Christ. All right? His name is Yahweh Shai. Bahashem in the name, Rachak Holy Spirit or Spirit Holy, that you must have to receive this message of the testimony of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Hey, without further ado, we're going to get into these scripts, and give testimony and bear witness of what the scriptures say, all right? Because this place, Babylon, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt, aka Rome 2.0, here the shores of America, all right, is going to fall by thermonuclear fire, all right? And the man and the devil that is in power right now is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, okay? So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and make sure these scriptures speak through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
You got a second answer? I'm there.
Yeah, I
All right.
thought somebody had it.
All right. This is 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth."
Start at 7.
7. Come. Hey, can you go through my car and grab my phone too?
Can you grab his phone out of his car?
The water. All right, this is 2nd Esdras 6. You said start at 7?
Yeah.
Verse 7, it says, "Then answered I and said, Wait, what shall be the parting asunder of these times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?"
Right. Go ahead.
Keep going.
Yeah. And read back down to 9. It's like,
Oh, God. "And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth."
just to get the full context of that conversation with between the prophet Ezra and the angel Uriel, you know, that Ezra was asking them what would be the signs, all right, just as and the angel answered him saying what the end of this time is going to come just as the birth of the progenitors, all right, the vessel of wrath, which is Esau Edom, all right, and his twin brother Jacob, you know, which are the Israelites, you know, the vessel of honor. All right, and in these times he said Esau would be the end of the world, all right, and Jacob would be the beginning of it that followed. That word world, you know, in this particular scripture is ion, all right, which is a time period, all right. So when Esau's rulership ends, all right, the Israelites, all right, Jacob will be put back in power, all right, as when they came out the womb. All right, Esau went out first, but Jacob held on to that heel. All right, so that's how they said that this world's gonna end with Esau's rulership, and that's gonna, and when Yahushua returns, he's gonna put back the righteous, in authority. Okay.
Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is restoring righteousness unto the nation of Israel. Right? Hey, we fell from that first estate. Now that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is turning his favor back upon us, these other nations are starting to receive this help. All right? That's why you see, what is that guy's name who's in jail? Chad.
Chad Buffer.
Chipping out guy.
The Mo.
All right? Hey, he is now starting to suffer the things that Jake has to suffer. All right? This is just an example that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is using for the world to see.
And his partner that went out there on the BET Awards, and they're talking about, we ain't black, but so-called black parents are terrible. They don't know how to raise their kids.
Right.
They terrorists, they're this, they're that, whatever the case may be, what he was doing. But you're seeing the curses come up on the heathens now, man.
Right. And so this is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, given that example. All right. This example that is going to cling unto all these other nations, not just Esau, Edom, but he's going to receive the blood of the ass whooping. All right, because he was made to be that vessel unto dishonor. Okay, he's the one that won't come back. He'll never bounce back. All right, so you Edomites, all right, and enjoy your time. Okay, enjoy your queendom as it's falling. All right, the golden age of America is falling. All right, it's not coming back.
Yeah, America's through. and that goes to the time period that the Lord set up for this queendom. All right. And every dynasty in the world has had a limited number of time and a set measure of time that they could rule. Yep. And that's all been predestinated by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now, the elders and brothers done videos on it that it's roughly 250 years that each major dynasty or ruling empire has lasted. Okay, and ironically, today is
250.
Yeah, since 1776. All right, to 2026, the 250th anniversary of this place, but marking, through the signs that the Lord's putting out that Babylon's through.
Right. Hey, and think about it. When's the last time the 4th of July was really on a Saturday? Right?
Yeah,
it's honestly be on Friday or during the week.
It's typically during the week.
Yeah.
And that's
but every so many years
but it's just how the what do they say? How the stars align. All right?
How this Roman calendar works.
But hey, understand it's spiritual that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is making this known unto the people. Here it is. This is the topic of conversation. As we went to the gas station, the lady said, be safe out there. Be careful. I don't go out because there might, Iran might drop a bomb.
Right.
But this is the topic of conversation at all times. Okay, is the downfall and the destruction of this man's queendom. Okay, from all the laws that he has set in place, he has continued to show himself to be an unjust leader.
Yep, because gas went down a little bit for like half a week. Then now it's pretty much seems like it's right back to the same thing that it was.
Yep.
And tensions out there in the Middle East, the so-called Middle East, it ain't looking like they're getting better.
Right.
All right. As well as people in this land now catching on to more so that this devil and his ties with the 49ers.
Right. And that whole scene right there. Hey, that's really a infiltration.
Yeah, well, how as we was watching this morning, Secular Talks, how BB talking about we don't want taxpayer money,
But
But-
yet you're joining hand in hand,
Right. Joining, you know, really,
embedding.
yeah, merging, you know, military forces and, you know, to get intel on what America doing.
Right. Hey, and this man is so fucking dumb. All right, here it is. You have these people, all right, these small hats, and their country, all right, hey, calling for the destruction of Babylon the Great, all right,
Yeah.
calling for it,
Which he said
Babylon
is America.
continuously,
Yeah.
all right, but you're allowing this devil allows another devil to cling unto his system, so ultimately he can be America can be sacrificed. You see, they understand a certain amount of the scriptures on the left-hand side. All right? So this devil is going to allow, and DJ Trump ain't doing nothing but making sure that his children have a for sure position, all right, in their so-called world to come. All right, because this devil believes that he's still going to be that phoenix that rises from the ashes.
Well, that's why they're building this technocracy.
Right.
You know, and while you've had, you know, more so people with this type of experience, specialized experience, go into these political roles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because they're gonna say that it's necessary, you know, for the well-being of America, even though it's set up for destruction anyways.
Right, because
You know?
but here it is. This devil was never meant, right? You have these tech giants, all right, and strategic military positions,
Yeah.
right? And this is the first so-called technological real war, all right, and taking the men of war out of position.
And so,
You seen that during the whole Doge, and you know, all these generals and everything leaving. All right, nobody wants to work with this devil. Not even those who are who have been given their whole career to this devil. All right, the generals and so on, the captains and sergeants and 3-star to 5-star generals. Hey, you have a lot of men of war stepping down from this horde. They said, I'm better off preparing for me and mine to the best of my ability than to go down with the sinking ship.
yeah.
You know? But that's the pride of Babylon.
Yeah, and then, you know, Trump has been even more so acting out of, you know, out of his role. He being that cruel leader, you know, Isaiah, you know. But in all Israel has had their hand in all these, you know, contracts,
Right.
you know, with OpenAI, you know, and, you know, ways to pretty much that are coming out, Palantir, all right,
Everything.
these AI companies, you know, they're, you know, tied with those people because, you know, they're pretty much the ones, you know, running everything, and they have to control. They're really trying to control the narrative,
Right.
you know.
Hey, and that goes further showing what they did with all these cell companies. All right, how these cell companies merged together. They got Samsung on board. I got Apple on board. All right, hey, they use this technology so they can create their technocracy. All right, these are the bankers that finance these companies. All right, how are you going to tell the banker no when he's the one that is giving you the loans and everything that you need that holds your so-called substance? You're not going to tell the banker no when he gives you a no interest loan for 75 years on $4.3 billion or whatever. All right, they're going to do and be out for themselves. All right, this is the love of many wax cold. All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua had already stated and had already said that the love of the people will wax cold. Everybody is watching out for themselves, whether it's in business, whether it's in government, all right, whether it's in their family, all right? You have a lot of people that I'm about me and mine. And me and mine means me alone and mine only. All right? You see that how the way people fucking treat their spouses and their children. All right? It's all about self. All right? Self-worship, self-praise. Okay?
Self-glory.
Yep.
What you got?
Isaiah 14.
Yeah. Okay.
You want Revelation?
Go to Jeremiah first.
Okay.
Start at 1.
Jeremiah
51 and 1.
51 and 1.
Yeah, just read that whole section.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 1. It says, "This said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Behold, I will rise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rises up against me, a destroying wind."
Right, that destroying wind ultimately being the the tempest from the nuclear ICBM missiles, and it goes to show you that the Lord is against Babylon the Great. This is speaking of the destruction of Babylon the Great, not ancient Babylon.
Right.
All right, and so He's gonna rise up a destroying wind. You got it.
"And will send unto Babylon fanners, that shall fan her, and shall empty her land."
Yeah, fueling that fire. What's fueling the fire and the hatred of America, starting with the prophets, but whistleblowers, and Esau, exposing Esau, Edom, and the ruling elite class.
Right. Even his so-called allies can be looked at as fanners as well.
Right, because they spilling the tea on them. Just
Right.
as not of you holding,
Those tapes.
holding those files. All right. Everybody got something against Babylon the Great, and that's ultimately going to be their demise. Weak saying they strong, coming together, to take down the powerhouse of of America. All right, you got it.
He says, "For the day of trouble they shall for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about."
Right. It shall be against her roundabout. All right. Hey, you have this. Salakia. You have this. You have all these so-called allies. All right. Hey, doing nothing but infiltrating and covering this bitch roundabout in one aspect. All right. Who's an ally is infiltrating and getting ready to turn on the American people.
Yeah, because even even though China is a threat, they keeping it cool.
Right.
Even though
All breaks.
we know Russia is a threat, they keeping it cool for the most part.
Right. But not only they're for sure.
Well, they say that they shall hate the whore.
Right. Not only the for sure allies are for sure enemies. All right. Not only the ones that are called out, that they call out and say, "You are enemy unto me."
Yeah.
All right. It is those in their own ranks that are enemies unto them. That's what I was trying to say.
And that goes into the allies breaking apart, being that of the 7 heads and the 10 horns.
Mm-hmm.
All right, EU and NATO, that alliance that America has, all right, with those countries, they're eventually, and they have started, and are eventually going to completely turn against Babylon the Great.
You're right. Hey, what is that? What was it? 4 years back? 5 years back? The Brexit Union?
Yeah, Brexit, the British exit.
Yeah. It was like 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years now. Yeah. Right. 5 years. 5 years ago, it started. All right. It started showing more cracks in the ceiling.
Yeah, and now
It became gaping holes.
Yeah, and now with the ties to Israel, that has further angered and started to push away these other countries from America.
Yeah,
because they're like, why are you supporting these people that are causing war and doing all these committing these egregious crimes?
Yeah, because I read something. Article how China, or how China is now has a deal with Mexico,
Yeah.
right?
China got to deal with Mexico.
They got a deal with Mexico. This is at the door. All right. Hey, this is Ukraine and U.S. All right. You're sitting right at the door. All right. You're sitting right at the door of your enemy. Okay. And here it is, the countries round about that you couldn't get along with, that are your geographical neighbors. Okay. You are allowing a country that you are at odds with at the front door of that nation because you couldn't come to an agreement. Because, hey, it goes to show that this man is an unjust leader in all ways, shape, forms, and fashion. Okay?
Verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his, what's that word? Brigadine? The water. And spare ye not your young men, destroying you utterly all her hosts.
Yes, this war, those archers bending the bow, that's those missiles being pointed towards this place, and being shot out off over here because Yahweh Shem Shah is gonna let it go, like it says in 2nd Esdras 16 chapter, that they shall send plagues and they shall not return.
The scourges for amendment.
Yep. No, actually, can you go to that? Let's grab that real quick. 16 and
That's Yahweh Shem Shai, making it plain upon tables. All right.
Start where it say like the archer bended, shoot and not return.
He's setting up everything. All right. Hey, and don't forget, November, December.
It's November 26th.
Right, November, December. That's when those orders are going to start going out. All right, to come and collect your sons and your daughters.
So YNs, get ready.
All right, that same energy that you keep. All right, and that's for you low-level Edomites too. All right, your sons are going to go, to these drafts.
That's the troops.
Right. Hey, Baron's not going to have to go.
Being called. These nations are being summoned, to that area, even though, it supposedly is in peace talks and everything, and those bases are trashed. All the money that was spent,
Yep.
All that taxpayer money that was spent over there to fund that was it Epstein Fury.
Yep, you got it, Josh.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 7. It says, May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Right. Who can turn back? Who can turn back from what Yahweh Shem Shai has ordained? When that arrow is shot, all right, that ICBM missile is shot. When this whole situation is playing out the way that the Lord wants it to play out.
There's no recall.
Yeah, there's no reset.
There's no interception.
Right.
Yeah.
They're trying to prolong this queendom because ultimately these devils know that they're going down.
And those missiles gonna have the spirit on the Lord, angels gonna be guiding them.
Right.
They don't try to intercept it to be locked on it. It's boop.
Yep. This is a new age warfare.
And that's why they have the technology. That's why the Lord gave the technology to these other nations where they have the cloaking devices.
Mm-hmm.
They have these ways to get around those interceptors.
Yep.
So he's gonna make sure that it hits his spot.
Yep.
It hits the target. I think it goes on to say that.
Verse 2nd Esdras 16. Yeah, 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 9, and it says, A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?
Right. When this is when those missiles are shot off, but when those missiles are shot off,
Yeah.
all right, and before they're even really shot off,
You good.
right? Who's not gonna fear? All right, people are in fear now. They don't understand that they have a certain amount of fear right now. They think it's just conversation. No, it's really fear. All right, because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. These people have no wisdom or any knowledge of the scriptures. So when they talk, they're really talking out of fear. All right. You see, we know that this must happen and it must come to pass. We don't have that same fear that these people have. We have fear in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and that fear leads to reverence, love, and respect. All right. So we know and understand what's going on. We're watching the signs. All right.
2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow."
Right. Strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. That right hand, hey, is ultimately Yahweh Shai. All right. Yahweh Shai is doing the work of the Lord. All right.
Right hand man.
He's the right hand man. All right. And then it extends to his nation. Extends to the Alahayim. All right. This war and this time is a time like never before. This war is not like any war that has ever been fought in any age. All right. This is for you wayward doctrine Christians. The war in heaven. This is going to be the war in heaven, right? This is going to be the war in heaven because Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is bringing the Alahayim. This is that war that you fucking crazy people don't understand. This is when those chariots of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai are going to get active, shooting those laser beams. All right? Hey, casting judgment. Okay? This is that war of the worlds. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to make this known and make his word manifest so you can see it firsthand. It doesn't have to be a box office hit, all right, in the eyes of man. But Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is about to create all chaos and disorder so you can understand that he ruleth in the kingdom of men. And read that from the beginning. 13.
2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world."
Hey, the ends of the world being America, and that's where the target for these missiles, are going to be.
Yep.
Verse 14. "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth."
Yep. So once they get shot off, they don't land until they hit that point.
Right.
So that they don't miss.
Right.
All right. So the Lord's gonna make sure that they hit that target. And America's the main target. Say that there's gonna be nuclear destruction throughout the world, but it's gonna be primarily here in America.
Right. It's gonna be these ICBMs and these intercontinental
Same thing.
Yeah, but I was trying to say intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, when that goes up out of the atmosphere, all right, it's going to still hit its mark. It's going to hit its target. It's not gonna what do they say? Drift off. All right.
It's not gonna miss.
It's not gonna miss. It's gonna be a for sure, guaranteed, direct hit.
You suck my battleship,
Right?
but I sunk back.
Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is not going to miss. And this is what these people believe. You believe that this is an age or a time or something that you can escape from.
like we got across the street.
Right.
The prize, you know. 4 Edomites wearing their USA shirts and shit. They still believe that this is a continuation. They proud of it. For 250 years.
A rally.
Yeah.
You know, this is they last little. Yep. They last little party. You know,
Right.
celebration.
And celebrate you shall. Right? Celebrate. Make it count. Have a great time. All right? Even 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Hey man, live it up.
Go shoot, blow your hand off with a couple fireworks.
Right. Blow up your house. All right? Because you want to be over there on some dumb shit. Here it is. Here it is. You just had Juneteenth, right? You just had Juneteenth, and they had to give you Juneteenth for what? Right? They gave you Juneteenth to make you understand that, hey, you've never been a part of us. All right? You've never been a part of us. So we're gonna go ahead and give you your real Independence Day. This is your real Independence Day, which happened 2-3 years later. All right? But now at this time, hey, this is the American way and the America's Day. Okay? You help build, and what does the slave have to do? All right, with helping his slave master. Only thing he had to do was work. He wasn't a beneficiary of the house. He was a benefit to the house by building the house, and that was it. Okay? So you Jakes who celebrating this holiday, all right, you're really celebrating more of your captivity.
That's in Wisdom of Solomon, where it says that their labors were not accounted for.
God.
You know, hey, America was built, you know, by the you know, for the most part, slavery.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got free labor.
Yep.
That was the captivity, you know, which we're still in captivity, but that was the punishment, you know, the Lord set up. But that affliction is only, you know, for a set period of time. It's only allowed to last so long. You know, that's why the Lord has it for this place to be set up, you know, to be destroyed like this.
Right.
All right. How's it being destroyed? It's being destroyed, you know, through fire, you know, which is symbolic because, you know, you would burn, you know,
Trash.
You would stone a whore, you know, in the law, you would stone a whore, and then you would burn a priest's daughter.
Yep.
Or a witch.
Yep.
All right, and that are the two things that this kingdom is represent. Okay.
Yep.
So the Lord is righteously going to destroy this place.
Trash also got burnt too. All right.
I gotta pray. This is Revelation 7 and 1. It says, and after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on the tree. So Yahweh Bashim Shai has these angels set up holding these destroying winds. All right, you know, for the elect's sake, I'm gonna read down. It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom was given to hurt the earth and sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power, Yahweh Bashim Shai, in their foreheads. So, you know, the reason why this destruction hasn't taken place yet, because the Lord is sealing his servants. All right. Now, once this is done, and the prophets prophesy the downfall, you know, to the measure that Yahweh Bashim Shai has for this place, hey, the Lord's gonna jack this place up. All right, and all these you know, people, all right, will be destroyed. All right, get the fuck out of here, bro, with that bullshit. You know, and so then the angel's gonna let that destroying wind go, as we was reading in Jeremiah the 51st chapter.
Stay down. It's cool.
It's cool. Yeah, Club was on edge.
Right.
He was on edge. I was just
It's
watching.
like, what the fuck you doing, bro?
He was cleaning his weapon. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, I know, I'm telling you.
What he was doing, he was cleaning his weapon. He was, his whole mentality and everything was, I'm gonna blow you niggas away.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
It was like,
Yeah, he was cleaning it
out
like
like
he
a
was
gun.
cleaning. Yeah, he was cleaning his weapon.
blowing in
Yep.
it.
He was cleaning his weapon.
I just,
All
my
praise to
spirit
God, should be
had
outside.
me right
Yeah,
here.
just a
Yeah.
demon though.
Yeah.
You know, but his weapon was a big pen.
Yeah. But hey,
Doing fucking butt squats and squats.
Hey,
Legs, shit.
hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, it goes to show, like Yahweh Shem Yahushai said in scripture, roughly paraphrasing, weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Yeah.
All right? Here it is. You got 4 men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai standing right here. All right? With Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the midst of us. All right? To make sure that we're good and that devil couldn't do anything. All right? He dare not. All right? Hey, man. Hey, all praises Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
But yeah, these people through, man. Go back to.
I'm at 51, or I'm still at 51.
Yeah, he's still at 51. I want to read that down.
Okay. Back on Jeremiah 51 and verse 4, it says, the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, the Chaldeans representing the those class of
Keep on
people
coming
in,
back.
in Babylon, man.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah. Because, hey, here it is that this devil has the ability to go and to push this narrative again. All right? This devil continues to push the narrative to the people. All right? That, hey, everything is okay. Everything is all right. You don't have to worry about anything. We're going to take care of you. We're going to take care of everything. Okay? Read that again for me.
and look where it's going to get you.
Yep.
You know,
Jeremiah 51 and 4, again it says, the slain shall fall in the land of Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets.
Right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to destroy a lot of these people. All right? Especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai have a controversy with Esau. All right? First and foremost, 2/3 of the nation of Israel. All right? 2/3 of the nation of Israel, hey, are suffering the same fate.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you could thank, you know, your king. You know, you could thank your king for allowing this, you know, to happen. All right, this is how he feels about his people. What does it say? As officer, so is the people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Esau Edom is described in the Bible as a piece of shit. All right. And that's how his dynasty is going to go away, as it says in the book of Job.
Flushes
He's going to be as a turd getting flushed down the toilet. All right. Babylon the Great is circling the drain.
Right. Picking up doo-doo.
It's a
Oh my
base
goodness.
man.
Hey, man.
You know.
Disgusting. Hey, but it
Going
further,
back to his normal
yeah, I was
habitat.
just about to say, it was
Yeah.
just further proving Yahweh Shem Yahushai right. These devils have to clean up the earth after all this is done.
Picking up
Okay? Hey, as they're gonna go around and pick up the bodies, we know Babylon the Great, hey, is gonna be destroyed. All right? There's not gonna be any bodies to pick up. All right? It's gonna be an inferno. All right? So they won't have to worry about this landmass picking up any bodies. But around the rest of the world, all right, these devils will go and pick up these bodies. Okay? When the bodies hit the floor, hey, Esau Edom will be the one to pick them up.
Yeah. That's saying, you know, pretty much they're going to be doing that continual employment, you know, in the land.
Right.
free labor.
All right.
Hey, pay unto them double.
You know, where they show the you know, the dead carcasses, you know, gonna be Yeah, it says in Isaiah 34 chapter. You got it.
Fucking disgusting. Pick it up. Dude,
Yeah.
All right, this is
Not you.
oh, okay. Sorry.
Verse 5 says, For Israel hath not been forsaken, or Judah of his power, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai of hosts, through their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel.
Right.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, you got it.
I was just gonna say, that show that the Lord's still, rocking with his people. Really just the remnant of his people.
Right. And that's ultimately, he's rocking with the remnant of his people so he can bring back his whole nation. Right? The Lord's elect has a job to do. The elect have a job, through the will and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to make it through this time. And after making it through this time, we have to fulfill the law. Be fruitful and multiply. All right? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai wants all of his nation back. And then some.
Hey, the whole reason for this destruction, is a recompense for what happened, all right, with these other nations and what have done to his people. The Lord's going to destroy this powerhouse, all right, and this wicked rulership for the remnant of Israel. For, as the brother said, for all of Israel. All right, but y'all just in the delusion that this place is for you. This is that's an evil thing that would, the Lord wouldn't want that. But you don't know the Bible. All right, you dumbass Christians. All right, and Jesus, he's gonna destroy this place for Israel. All right, just as there was all these people here before, the Lord cleared out all these unclean spirits, from receiving wisdom.
Yep.
It was, this whole park was packed. There was I believe that there was like 2 or 3 soccer games going on behind us.
Yep.
They
They were here to receive their judgment, right? Because the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai was being preached. All right? They had an opportunity. Okay? Whether they care to hear or forbear, they had the opportunity. Here it is, this devil kept on passing by 2 or 3 times. Okay? Nobody's exempt, all right, from the judgment of the Lord and exempt from his word. These are the last moments of the last days.
A demon like that's, who these, when shit break out, just those is gonna be the, what's the Skeletor as it?
Yeah.
The ones that these devils put a gun in their hand.
Right.
He just too broken, bugged out to receive one now, but there's gonna be a time where, they're gonna flood the streets with that shit, just to increase the
chaos and disorder.
Yeah.
He's like the first purge.
Yeah, that's all I was referring to.
kinda.
Where they
Men will come and then they were.
yeah, well, they pretty much they if I remember they shipped Skeletor.
Yeah.
You know,
He took it because he wanted to kill Jake anyway.
right?
Yep.
Get to kill these niggas.
Right.
They
So
had the eye cameras and
why
everything.
wouldn't they do the same to somebody with that already is harvesting, that hatred? These PB and J boys. All right. What was it, PB and J otters?
But
I still got more on that. But if it fit right here, you could pull it. But we're trying to get to 8.
Verse 6, it says, Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul.
Right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is telling you to flee from Babylon. That's not you don't have to physically leave Babylon, all right? But Yahweh Shem Yahushai is telling you to flee the mindset of Babylon.
Yeah, he told
all right?
his people to come out of it.
Right, come out of it, for this is not your rest. All right, you're not supposed to, you can go get a passport and go anywhere, all right, if you can get a passport. But it doesn't matter, destruction is going worldwide, all right? That's why it's the third woe, all right? World war. Who escapes from a world war?
Nobody.
Right now or after
All right?
Babylon.
There is nothing and no one who is going to escape this time. All right? It is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai who has manifest his prophecy to come true. Okay? And the prophecy is really for you. It's a warning for you. All right? It's a warning for you, Jake, and it's a warning to these other nations. The other nations are receiving their warning. All right? For the other nations around the world who are not going to be completely destroyed, all right? It is for them to take heed and remember, shit, you're guilty too. All right? You other nations are guilty for putting hell on the children of the nation of Israel.
I was a little displeased. Just a little.
And that's the little displeasure. But at the end of the day, the other heathens, they get to go back to their land.
Right.
They get to, they get to be restored.
Right. The displeasal allows you to join hand in hand with this devil for 1,000 years in captivity.
Yeah, and they gonna, wake up to the fact like, damn, that's why you don't mess. That's gonna be that fear going back into these nations. That's why you don't mess with the Lord's people like that.
Right.
All right. He just exterminated, and exterminated. That's the end of their, which they'll still be in captivity.
Right.
And servitude, but that's after that hard bondage. The end of their hard bondage, they're gonna see Esau be exterminated.
Yep.
It's gonna be like a
Gather all the roaches up.
Yeah. And everybody
Get
take
them out the
witness,
house.
Take witness, because that fear of these other nations seeing it, that's gonna be something where they're gonna be like, shit, we don't want to go out like that.
Hey, this is just speaking as a man. That might be a high holy day. All right.
Yeah. Which I believe like Esau is gonna be like more so phased out through time.
Through his women.
Well, his women are going to live longer than him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I think, speaking as a man once again, I think all the women of Esau Edom are going to die in childbirth. That's going to be their final hoorah.
Yeah. But they gonna see him.
Yeah, and then that last baby is going to be terrible.
Oh, out of the Edomites.
Yeah, out of the Edomite woman. That last baby is going to be terrible. It's going to be a horrible pregnancy.
They might go out with them. Oh, shit.
No, it's going to be Israelite.
Oh.
All the babies of Esau, Edom at the end are going to be all Israelite children, right?
Be like alien.
Yeah. All right, but let's get back on topic. That was,
Well, I got
go ahead.
you said
It's
8.
like it. Yeah.
I'm still at the break.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just started talking. Jeremiah 51:6 again says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, vengeance."
Be not cut off in her iniquity, her sins. All right. Hey, the dullness of her understanding. All right, because America is dumb as fuck. All right, it's dumb as fuck. And it goes to show because look at what the leaders are doing. All right, not to say that everybody in America is dumb, but America in general is dumb as fuck.
The leadership.
All right, the leadership, everything, how it's set up, everything's ass backwards. It's like how the people around the world and like especially the British say, I don't understand why America just can't be in kilometers. Why they have to have miles per hour? Like the rest of the world is in the kilometers,
Yeah, confusion.
and they want to have miles per hour.
Yeah, I was tripping. I rented a car and they had it in kilometers, and I'm like, I don't know how fast I'm.
Yeah, I know that is tough though. Try to figure out how fast. I didn't even know.
Right.
Then I'm in a newer car, so I don't know how to switch and shit. I'm just like, well,
Yeah, you're driving on the wrong side of the road. Come on. Like, why does America do everything ass backwards?
turning things upside down. But
Yeah.
it's also they use everything backward.
Yep.
Everything different from the measuring.
Mm-hmm. Measuring. Hey, from even
Weight.
Yep. The weight.
Yeah, the weights they do. In the gym they had kilometer weights, which I was still trying to figure that shit out. And then you have regular weights.
Talking about like
You kill it, yeah.
kilogram.
Yeah. And then I couldn't.
Goes for the same thing with pressure, weather, like degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Bible week.
All right, you got it.
He will redeem unto her recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Right. Hey, this devil made everybody come to the table. He said everybody come to the fucking table right now. He did that through what? Right? He did that through putting fear by World War II, but Big Boy,
Hamasaki.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yeah, Slovakia. By Big Boy Nagasaki. All right? Here it is. He put that fear, and then he said, everybody come to the damn table. All right? Before that, hey, now we're all on one accord that I'm the man and I'm the one who sets the policy. All right? And this devil did that. He set the policy, and then he didn't live by the policy that he set.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm going to set this policy, but we don't have to worry about the policy because we're over the policy because we
Right.
wrote the policy. But y'all got to do the policy.
Right, we're the overseers to the policies. And once again, I'm a movie buff. You know, you have the enemy of the state. Who's gonna monitor the monitors that monitors the monitor?
That's funny. I just watched that 4 days ago.
All right.
Again.
So, hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it goes to show this devil's wickedness.
That drunken wine. Too.
Yeah.
They really pissed off that drunken wine.
Hey, they pissed because they're like, how is it that all these policies, like, how's this motherfucker putting sanctions on us?
In our country.
Right, in our own country. We bought into this motherfucker system, all right, and we gave everything to the petrodollar, propped his economy up, became and made a world standard, but you're gonna sanction to hold what belongs to me? In my own land, you're keeping goods from me, right? This is the currency, reserve currency of the world, and now we're all intact with it, and we're all on board with it, but you're gonna make all the markets fail because we want to have more control of our own? Oh no, and that's why the world is pissed off. That's why Iran said, wait a minute. The Strait of Hormuz is where we fucking live.
This is our shit.
This is our shit. Weak saying that they're strong. You don't have any power here.
Let me show you.
Right.
Hit all your fucking embassies like it's nothing.
You have no power here. This is our side of the world. You have to travel with your fleet to come and get to us. Even though you might have military might, we still have home base advantage, and we have neighbors around about who are starting to get to the same sentiment of fuck you.
Yeah, we got traps for your ass.
Right.
We got mad traps, which they said we want you to come.
Right.
We've been waiting for this.
They said don't. Hey, they said don't come, but if you do come, you're not gonna leave. I'd advise you not to come. This is what the soldiers Iran said, the generals, and the people. All right? Because it's not just the soldiers of Iran that you're fighting. You're fighting an entire country
That's all about these.
that is on one accord. All right?
With its neighbors.
And with its neighbors. On one accord. Not giving a shit.
Got a very quick precept. This is Obadiah, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
Right. Despised amongst the heathen. You are small. It doesn't matter about your fleet, all right? Your naval fleet that has, what, I think it's 5, we have 5 carriers here in America, and then we control the skies, so-called. But Does that exist when you have cheaper technology, more abundant? Does it matter if I can swarm you with numbers? Hey, even a wasp gets overtaken by 37 bees.
It's like a lion and a hyena.
Right. Hey, one lion and a hyena, there's no chance for that hyena.
No, one-on-one.
Or yeah, a one-on-one, there's no chance for that hyena. But get a 5 hyenas.
And then them lions be up in the tree like, bro.
Right.
I ain't trying to get jumped.
Well, there was one that had 15 hyenas versus one lion. He kind of held his own until another
Yeah.
lion came and
But
helped
they gonna get tired out.
Yeah,
He
they
did,
go
he
get
was tired.
It's just a strategy.
Yeah.
And then they gonna run him up in that tree. You're gonna be looking down like,
Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
man, he
Yeah,
gonna
I got
get
it.
hungry.
Yeah, you got it. I got it. Because I ain't going to be no meal. I'm going to stay up here.
But then he gonna eventually have to come down.
Right.
They gonna be banking on it.
And that's what
Yeah, go
hyenas do.
fast.
Hyenas wait. All right.
Gonna be lurking over there. Just like I seen
Unless it's a black lion.
Black lion?
Yeah,
like
the black main lion, but the black main lion, there's a species of a lion that's bigger than the rest.
yeah.
And
It's called the Barbary lion.
yeah, is it the Barbary
Yeah.
lion?
That's the
Yeah.
biggest one.
And
motherfucker's
that
big.
that can it's like a separate they're a separate pack of lions, and they have I think they're like, I want to say twice the size of a regular lion.
So it's like a Bengal tiger.
They're bigger than tigers.
Were they
Bengal tiger.
were like
Bengal
green?
tiger.
No, these are
They're
natural.
big. That's the
That's
biggest.
Yeah.
The Siberian is the biggest tiger,
Yeah,
but the Barbary lion is even bigger than that.
yeah, it's huge lion.
Fucking
Think
hand.
of
Think of Yahweh Shai.
that, or what I was thinking about was think about the Nemean lion from the Hercules story. That's basically what the Barbary
that one?
lion. That's basically what the Barbary lion is.
Yeah,
So that's that movie with Idris.
Yeah.
That's what that.
Oh, that movie.
Beast, I think it was called Beast or something.
yeah.
Because that's old. That was an old movie with that other actor that played it.
Ghost in the Darkness.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer and Michael
Yeah.
Douglas.
Like the lions like the animals you see today,
Yeah.
they're small in comparison to what they're supposed to be.
Right, but they were dwarfed.
Yeah, Elder had brought out one time that the lion's mane, like the darker, that the mane it like also symbolizes like the
Ancestral.
no, like I forgot how to say it, like the not the size of the lion, but like they're the baddest ones pretty much, to say
Like the
in
toughest
layman's
ones.
term, have the blackest mane. So it's kind of like a melanin, you
Yeah.
know,
Like
like the tribe of Judah,
Mhm.
like the sun, how the mane black,
it's dark.
Yep.
the ones with darker mane, they're more alpha.
Yeah.
They're the alphas.
That's why
Going to
Scar
the-
had the black mane.
Yeah. Going to the Judah,
Hey, but they made Scar had the black mane and Mufasa, right?
Yeah, going to Judah and how the top tribe of Israel, Yahweh Shai's skin tone was that of
Brass.
burnt brass, yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. So, how has this leader in the top ranking so-called city ceased? How have they lost power? How have they lost their political pull, man? Because of their unrighteous decrees, hogging all the resources, telling other people in their lands how to do things their way, when it's really they have no business being in other people's affairs.
Hey, what does the scripture say? Hey, we would have saved Babylon. All right? We would have saved it. But why? Why didn't it get saved for the very reason?
The abominations. goes back to the Lord's judgment, man.
Right.
We're not going to acquit the wicked.
Right. Matter of fact, that you said that, let me pull this right quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 57, and verse 20, and it reads, "But the wicked are like the troubled sea, when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up myrrh and dirt. There is no peace, saith my power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to the wicked." All right? So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not going to give them any peace. Why? Because they constantly want chaos and disorder, constantly stirring up shit. All right? Constantly polycrisis.
Cast a myrrh, bitterness.
Yep.
You know.
This devil only knows how to deal in chaos. He only knows how to deal in wickedness.
And unrighteousness. So that's why he topples confusion on confusion. You know, his lies on top of lies. That's his foundation. His foundation is a lie. You know, he on sand.
Right.
That's why he doing this right now. You know, it's like he's swaying. You know, what does that say in James? You know, wayfaring sea. You know, a double-minded man.
Yep. Hey, that's why the devil needs to return back to bedrock. That's the only stable ground that he knows.
That's why,
at the bottom.
You know, Esau, like one time he trying to save the world, the next time he destroying it.
Right.
You know, he go back and forth from saving the bullshit that he just destroyed.
Yep.
So he always doing this, but it's too much for him.
No. I can't. Always. Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
You got
Yeah.
Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and it's destroyed.
Yeah, so that's sudden. You know, it's gonna happen. Everything's cool, and then that thief gonna come in the night. You know, that Black Swan event. You know, the FF. You know, one of the a 10th part gonna get taken out. You know, something will happen that'll, be the catalyst to the destruction, to this devil coming down with great wrath, ultimately leading into the MOTB. And then after the MOTB go out, a World War III gonna really, amp up and kick off. And then the destruction.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Fuck it. Let him finish.
Yeah, a little more. Heal for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed.
Yep. Take balm for her pain. If so, but it's gonna say in the next verse that she can't be healed. The balm ain't gonna, patch. It's not gonna remedy nothing. It's not strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to read that verse?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one into his own country, for the judgment reaches into heaven and is lifted up even to the stars.
Yeah, but the wound is too great to heal. All right, it's too much to put a Band-Aid on. All right, that's how the Lord described that Esau's or the serpent's judgment. Said they gonna get hit, in the heel, but you gonna get hit in the head. All right, that head wound, you ain't gonna come back, and you ain't gonna come back from, very few people you could that have the testimony of being shot in the head, still being alive, like straight dome shot, and when they do come back, they ain't the same.
Right.
But they ain't coming back from the shotgun blast, to the dome. You ain't coming back from that.
Yeah. You either change for the better or change for the worse, right? And this is what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is showing this world. All right? Hey, you stand against me, it's going to be for your demise. You follow after this devil, you follow after the way of wickedness, it's for your demise. I'm doing this to my people for an example to show you that I'm not a respecter of persons. I do this to my house first.
That's what he's saying. If I do it to my own, what makes you think I'm gonna do it to you?
Right. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is giving the example firsthand because why? Experience is the best teacher. So live out this life experience and know. So now that you have the experience in this life and it's been a witness, hey, we are a living, this is a living book. All right? These scriptures are a living, breathing book. We are only adding on to the book as we live in this time period, in this age. This age is going to be written in a book so that you understand and that you learn that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai continues to rule in the kingdom of men. And he will do whatever he pleases. And he will set righteousness as righteousness and wickedness as wickedness. So this is like you got the stories of your grandparents, and they tell you gather around the fire. All right, you gather, especially you Edomites, you still got your families together. All right, and you got generational wealth passed down. How your ancestors made it off the back of the slave trade. How did the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, the Rockefellers, all right, the Waltons, all your fucking tech giants that are inbreded, all right, all you bastards, all right. When you tell and you get to tell those stories around how you made it off of Jacob, it's being written about today. So now these other nations in your nation is gonna say, yeah, once upon a time, but they came back. They came back with a vengeance. All right?
They were the rising phoenix.
The nation of Israel came back with a vengeance. Now the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai will go out all over the world again. And no one will dare rise up against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and his nation. That's what's being established. Yet again, as he showed Egypt his might, he is going to show Egypt again. Sodom and Gomorrah, Rome 2.0, here on the shores of America to be a witness unto the whole world. All right? That this age and this time period for the last 2,000 plus years, all right, have been a good experience for a good luck and good try. Now let me show you what I'm gonna do in 1 hour. I'm gonna destroy all your fucking dynasties. I'm gonna destroy all your so-called history. I'm gonna destroy all of you. And I'm going to establish dominance. That is what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is doing to the world.
Coming to take
Right,
his
take the
crown
world.
and take your crowns.
Right?
He's letting it be known. This is mine.
Right, Bird.
Yeah.
Take the world.
Take the world.
All right?
Love that Superman movie.
Take the world. And that's what Yahweh is sending Yahushai to do, to take the world and to establish dominance. All right?
This is Isaiah 14:5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So he's taken away the power and the authority from these people that are in high places, man. They no longer, especially here, Esau, Edom, here in the shores of America, you know, the Lord has taken away his power and authority over these other nations that he does business with. Okay, nobody's no longer afraid of him. They're no longer afraid of of his threats. They don't care what he has to say, think, or feel. It's like, look, man, I got my own shit going. I don't need you.
his power is dwindling.
Right. Hey,
He
there's-
no longer holds that influence that he once had.
yeah, there's no influence. They're not so beautiful anymore, right? The narrative is changing. People are hey, through this man's own technology and through his own research, this devil exposes himself. He exposes himself time after time, again and again. Why? He exposes himself to be, hey, the base man. He exposes himself to be inferior. All right? He exposes himself in every way, shape, or form. Here it is. Hey, he's the wicked. Hey, you need sunblock. What is that? That's melanin, right? Here it is. You do research and you want to pay for melanin. All right, your conductors. All right, your conductors in your technology, your chips, technology chips. All right, use and need melanin. All right, you continue to tell on yourself through the research it is that you do. Who would tell on themselves? All right? Who would tell on themselves on the whole queendom? But you can't help it because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is controlling the hearts of the kings. All right? He gives you the money for the research that you can do, and then you have to release and bring out the information. The historical documents that you have, the what are they called? Documentaries. All right, when you used to tell the truth, Esau used to have a amount of the truth to be told because it was for his research purposes only. Right? To tell a lie, you must know the truth. And then they go back and debunk and say, oh, well, actually, then we didn't understand. But there's so many facts that you have already pointed out and that are already back that other so-called scientists look up and everything. That you can no longer deny that fact that stands. You just try to create a new standard from it. Same thing you do with everything in this system. Another amendment to a law. You amend the science books. You know, we did actually. What did they say? It started off with the four fruit groups, the food pyramid, and then what is it now?
Yeah, they reconstructed.
Yeah, they always reconstruct it.
But it was, it's a little bit better now.
Right. Dairy, the milk, the American diet. You want to eat burgers, and this is the protein and everything. Now they're saying, wait a minute, you can't eat burgers. You don't need any beef. You need something that's beyond meat.
Yeah, we were given all these things for the purpose of our health.
Right. Hey, just like they used to have Leave It to Beaver days and everything, used to have the cigarettes and everything like that. Smoking relieves tension and stress.
Yeah, they used to say it was good for you.
Yeah, it was good for you. But lo and behold,
Rat food juice.
no, lo and behold, here it is. This devil is now saying, oh no, you can't get that anymore. We don't sell those anymore. Now that you're addicted, now that you need the poison, right? Oh, we don't sell those here. Oh, now you got to be 18. Now you got to be 21. All right?
Yeah, send you to war.
All right.
16, you smoke, drink.
I find that funny.
And then
Pack of
you
Newports.
you're really just,
Numbing
dealing
the
with
pain.
dealing with your PTSD and shit, and then you come back and you're not a man anymore.
Right.
Function anymore.
Here it is. Right? They look the other way when it's beneficial to them. Hey, no different than they're doing right now. They said, marijuana is not a problem. You can go ahead and join. Come on. Oh, you need an aptitude test? Nah, we're going to take that out. Don't worry about it. You don't need it.
they're gonna take any and everything.
Right. But here it is. Just a week ago, this devil was, saying Jake is getting dishonorable discharge because he couldn't shave.
Yep.
All right?
Or
Because
beard.
he get keloids.
It's not that big of a problem no more.
Right.
Take you and your beard.
Right. Well, it doesn't matter. We take all newcomers. We take anybody who wants to come, and even those who don't want to come. That's why we're going to issue and put forth this order.
Well, if you watched the UFC fight at the
250.
at the White House, man, all they did was they was just running campaigns
Yeah,
Yeah.
recruiting.
for troops.
Yep.
Navy, fucking Army, Marshall. They had
Every
Coast
other
Guard,
commercial
every-
was sign up for the military.
Yep.
And
You
then
could-
get the
you could
50,000
blow
and all
some
that
shit up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put a bomb on a bomb.
Right.
With the bomb.
Also,
This is like this. They had the dude go underwater, put
Oh,
a
I saw
bomb on a bomb.
All right.
Also, there's been more talks about this so-called Patriot Games that's supposed to be happening this year, where they take the best male and female athlete from every state, and
I
they
believe
put,
it's high school kids.
yeah, and they put them against each other in some type of competition. So, a lot of
Things
people,
like Olympic Games.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Olympic hunters.
This is just the progenitor before before they allow
Violence.
public execution.
You're gonna be in Hunger Games because in Hunger Games there was like 12.
Yeah. 12 districts.
Yeah, one person from each district.
2 people from each district.
Yeah.
And what is it? Texas just brought back death by firing squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's yep.
You know, hey, they said let's get the job done right. Why? Because some have lived through the lethal injection. Let's make sure that we
Get them out of here.
get them out of here, right?
And I think
That purged 30 yacht 6.
And it's funny too because on that firing squad thing, they said that like four of those firing squad are officers, and then there's like 2 of them that are like voluntary civilians. I'm like,
Well,
So
To
people
live with.
who hate you, I'm definitely want to be a part of that shootout. They're gonna sign up for it.
it's gonna be those. Hey, it might be the family members,
Oh yeah.
right?
yeah, I was like, wait a minute, two volunteers.
Right. Nevertheless, hey, what y'all think that is?
What?
That's wrapped up right there. By the looks of it, it could be the shape of
It's a fucking story. Something inside of it.
Hey, this devil has he's doing everything. He's pulling out all stops. All right, he's pulling out all stops to get his stuff together.
comes again with the bucket.
All right, you got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 9. It's going to be verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire."
Right. Hey, it goes to show you that this war is going to be like a war like never before. Burning and fuel of fire. Hey, that lake of fire, those ICBM missiles, the fuel, hey, all that diesel fuel, right? All types of rockets and everything that is going to be shot over here. All right?
Was that Oppenheimer or Einstein that said, the Third World War
Yeah, it
would
was
be, nuclear.
Oppenheimer. Yep.
That was a good movie, by the way.
I'm still ain't watching
Me neither. I got to watch it.
too long.
Talk about the guy who played on the mask.
No, Oppenheimer.
He played the Scarecrow.
Yeah, that's the guy he played on mask. He's the villain. I know who you're talking about.
Mask?
Okay.
Yeah, because he played on Blue Street.
He didn't play in the mask.
He did play in the mask. He was the villain.
No.
I don't think that's the same.
Jim Carrey, the mask? No.
He was the bad guy.
No, he wasn't.
Oppenheimer?
That ain't.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not.
All right, you got it. read the MLTV, but I wanted to pull this first. Yeah.
All right, this is Jeremiah 51:1. It says, "Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness. Ye seek Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Look upon the rock once ye have," what is that? H-E-W-N? Him. The water. "And to the hole of the pit once ye are digged."
You mean Isaiah or
No,
you said
snaps.
Jeremiah?
No, you said Isaiah.
I said Isaiah.
I thought you said Jeremiah. When you called it out.
So like it. It's Isaiah 51:1. I'll read it
Okay.
again. It says, "Hearken to me, ye that follow the righteousness, after righteousness. Ye that seek Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai."
And who are those that seek Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? The elect. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel. So-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian, as well as the speckled birds whose father's line goes back. Those are the only people who can receive the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. These are the only people who can understand the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, who will seek after Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in righteousness. All right? Go ahead.
"Look unto Abraham your father." Oh, Slaki, I jumped my eyes. Back on 51:1, it says, "Look unto the rock once ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit once ye are digged."
Right, so that rock is who? That rock is Yahweh Shai. All right? And matter of fact, you can get it in the NLT for me. All right?
It's Isaiah 51:1 in the NLT. It says, "Listen to me, all who will listen to me, all who hope for deliverance, all who seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Consider the rock from which ye were cut, the Corey, or Q-U-A-R-R-Y. Is that Corey, the water, from whence ye were mined."
Right. So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, who were we cut from? Hey, we're cut from that same cloth. We're cut from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Keep that up, because I want you to read through, but I want you to read it in the KJV and NLT. All right, read it in the KJV first.
Isaiah 51:2 says, "Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall comfort Zion."
Right. So here it is. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai give clear indication who he was speaking of. Who did he speak of? All right. He spoke of Israel. He spoke of those who he gave the blessing to. All right. Because who was Abraham's son?
Isaac.
All right. And what did Isaac receive? Isaac was therefore to be sacrificed. All right. But Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai said the blessing didn't belong unto anybody else, but the blessing belonged unto Isaac. All right.
For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places.
Right. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai shall comfort Zion, the monument. All right. Here, the nation of Israel is who Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has a delight in. It is that nation that he shall have mercy forever. All right. It states that in the law. All right. That Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai would keep mercy for the nation of Israel for how long? Forever. From generation to generation. Didn't mean we didn't have to get punished. All right. It meant, hey, that no matter what, I'm going to whoop your ass and bring you back, and then you'll yet be in my favor again. Until the time where I completely change you. And then you'll never have to go off again, and I'll never have to worry about whipping your ass again. You'll just be a delight to me always. Forever and always.
And he will make her wilderness like Eden, in her desert like the garden of Yahweh Shem Shai. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving in the voice of melody. What?
Right. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to restore the nation of Israel. And what's going to come out of the nation of Israel? Hey, thanksgiving, gladness, and melody. All right, that song of praise of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that worship, and teaching these other nations how to worship. All right? Not understanding that these nations will never have the ability to directly worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? So the closest thing that they can do, hey, is worship the nation of Israel. All right? Went off.
I don't know. It just said unable to connect. Like I lost connection.
Huh? Lost connection.
Yeah. It should be back on.
It's still, yeah, it's on.
Got it.
What I was just gonna say was, that whole Thanksgiving thing that you were talking about. That's not talking about like, the whole turkey thing. No, it's just talking about, showing, the gratitude and thoughtfulness towards you, how Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah, the reverence.
Yeah.
Right? The reverence, the love, the honor, the respect, the fear, all that goes in hand for Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That whole Thanksgiving thing, like when you guys hear that directly goes to your mind with this pagan day, which was really a slaughter.
Right. All right. You got to read it in the NLT.
Isaiah 51 and verse 2 in the NLT, it says, yes, think about Abraham, your ancestor, and Sarah, who gave birth to your nation. Abraham was the only man when I called him, but when I blessed him, he became a great nation.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, will comfort Israel, and again, he will have pity on her ruins. Her desert will blossom like Edom, her barren wilderness like the garden of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Joy and gladness will be found there. Songs of thanksgiving will fill the air.
Right. Songs of the praises of Yahweh Shem Yahushua will fill the air. Who are blessed? Sarah's children. All right? Who are blessed? The nation of Israel. All right? Because in Isaac lied the promise. All right? Abraham bare Isaac, Isaac bare Jacob. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua has allowed us to receive His mercy, His glory, and His grace by calling us by His name. Okay? Hey, the MOTB is on the way. All right? This place, Babylon the Great, is destroyed. People are destroyed in it. There's no escaping from what's about to come. All right? We'll go ahead and get this, and then we'll close out.
It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as that many as would not worship the image of the beast should be put to sleep. So again, with this whole technocracy and how, things are moving forward with this devil's agenda, it's going to get to a point where you either comply or get ousted. Okay, that's the whole thing with this RFID micro C-hip, man. If you take it, it's a done deal. You sealed your death warrant with the Most High. He's going to destroy you, point blank period. But if you don't take it, Lord willing that we don't, there's a reward waiting for us on the other side. In verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead. So Neuralink, the RFID, C-HIP, and all these other corporations that are looking to brand people with a specific insignia, so that way they can still function in the society, whether you're free, in prison, rich, poor, don't matter. You're not going to be able to do anything without that
being uploaded to the system.
Yeah.
Right.
Through that little grain of rice, that digital device.
And that's why they're intertwining this with AI, because and moving towards these new laws being protecting AI,
Yep.
because this is always going to be a part and intertwined with the beast system.
Right. And then they give the options first to who? The prisoners. Using the prisoners as lab rats. Because now that article that came out about you can serve your time if you just take this this implanted device.
Yeah, because they're gonna allow you, virtuosity.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna allow you, because that device is a tracker,
Right.
as well as they're gonna put you through, most likely they'll put you through some type of reformation.
Like last night, the chick was 29
Yeah,
and she
20
looked
looked
49.
49.
Goddamn.
Yeah. She looked 49. All right. Hey, because the hell that has been suffering,
Life kicked her ass.
life kicked her ass. But how much more? Because it's a condition. Them running simulations, the condition of your mind. If you got 15 years, it's going to take 15 minutes to serve 15 years. So what is that going to do to your psyche? How's that going to break down your body? All right? Because now this devil is using sorcery. He's playing with the elements
Yeah, he could give you,
of your body.
He could give you that BCI, and then upload, 15, years of, your whole prison sentence worth of memories, in your head in 15 minutes, as the brother was saying. So then you're gonna act like you just served a 15-year sentence in prison.
Right.
I wonder how rappers would rap about that shit.
So either way, he's messing with biology.
Yeah,
Right.
sitting in that temple.
Yep. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So again, if you don't have his stamp or his charagma, if you don't have it, you're either going to be ostracized, or they're gonna lock you up.
Right.
It's like a brand, like they're branding like a cow.
Yeah.
That's their
Yeah.
brand.
Well, they're gonna make it to where if you don't have it, then you're a threat to society. You would be a threat to society because they can't control you.
Right. They're gonna let you be outcast for a second because they want that shame. They want you to feel the shame. All right. They want to let the world try to get to you
Yeah,
first.
they want to give, people have FOMO.
Right.
So that's kind of how they hyping it up. Oh, this is the new thing. Look what I could do.
Yep.
See, my eyes is blue, red, green.
Look at this. Look at this.
I could talk Chinese.
I got godlike powers.
I mean, that's what Elog does said. He was like,
Right.
with this grain of rice, you would have superpowers like Jeebus.
Yeah, now you could shoot like Steph Curry. You could ball like MJ.
Right.
You could fight like Jackie.
Bruce
Jackie
Lee.
Chan, Bruce Lee.
So basically, I can give you power.
Right.
Yeah.
You can be the Neo of your matrix. Right. That's essentially
And
what
so,
they're
So
saying.
if you don't have it, people are gonna be like, damn, I need that so I could compete with everyone.
Right. And it's just like that one show on Netflix.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
I forget the
going
name
into
of the show.
transhumanism, where those athletes,
Oh.
to be a top athlete, you needed, mechanical parts. You had some people that, they were in accidents and got,
Prosthetics.
yeah, prosthetics. And then you had other people that were signing up, to get, these robotic arms and legs and shit so that they could compete.
Right. Hey, but here it is. Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, you don't need to compete.
Yeah, because everything that they're trying to, give you, the Lord already has, laid up for you.
God.
They're just trying to give you spiritual power, through carnal means.
Yep.
But the blessing is already for Israel. That's why, you know, Yahweh Shai, when, you know, the tempter, you know, was trying to get him, and when he was being tempted, man, he's like, you can't give me what the Father already gave me.
Right, it already belongs to me.
Yeah, he already gave it to us. It's just we're coming into the time of receiving.
Right.
Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
And that word count, you know, in the NLT goes into solve. So you have to solve that puzzle. What is, you know, Zykai stigma? What does that really go into? That goes into the, you know, this device, the barcode, you know, which that barcode tracks, you know, product. All right, the MOTB, you know, that sign of the beast. You know, the beast is like cattle.
Yep.
You know.
It's a whole branding system.
Ethereum, so that they, you know, they're putting their stamp on their product, which when you take that device, you're signing up for, you know, a digital servitude.
Yep.
Yep.
You're rededicating your vow to this, you know, to this place.
Pledging your allegiance.
Yeah, to your God of this earth,
Yep.
of this world. You know, not Yahweh, but Shai.
Yeah, you're pledging your allegiance, your physical body, and essentially your mind to this devil's system. So when he rewrites everything digitally and everything, that you are up under that order. Okay?
Right.
Know that this devil, hey, is doing everything in his power.
Yeah, he's the most subtle beast of the field.
Yep.
You know, just as a serpent.
I just want to prove to everybody and himself that, you know what, I am the God. It's me. I'm the number one.
His God complex.
Yep.
Whatever you want, you can have whatever you like. I can do it.
All right.
Type spirit.
You can have whatever you like until I say you can't.
And then you will own nothing and be happy.
That's crazy.
He's selling false dreams. You know?
Exactly. That's it. All right, with that, hey, we're going to go ahead and face the east. We're going to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching, preaching this truth. Slakia, to the men, women, and children that's learning, to the Bayash Dabadat, the house of David. To the next time, it's men of valor said, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abba, Shalom.
Yeah, that shit was weird. It just